Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. Pressure comes, and down he goes. The Eagles get there for the sack. Hassan Reddick, credit him with a sack as he buries him for a loss of 10. And the job becomes twice as difficult now after the sack. It's 2nd and 20. They fake the give. Now Rodgers. And pressure coming, and they got it once again. Javon Hargrave, the D tackle, getting the sack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
After the sack, they'll come up now 3rd and long.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised to see them run the ball here just to try and get some space.
Lets it fly deep for Cobb. He's got a man, complete. Touchdown, Packers. Well, like so many wide receivers, he is a threat with the ball in his hands, and he's able to do his damage here after the catch. Crosby with the extra point, and that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. Yeah, they dipped a game below 500 following the loss last week, and you get the sense that maybe this team's at a little bit of a crossroads here.
Yeah, I think that's a really good way to put it because
nowhere to go for Herbert, and he's going to go down. Dean Lowry, he's the one that got home and takes him down for a loss of 9. After the sack, it's 2nd and 19, and the road gets a bit tougher from here. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Herbert has it knocked free. And this will be gathered up in the end zone, and that's a defensive touchdown. Once that ball was loose, the question was, would this be 2 or would it be 6? It's 6. The defense able to bounce on it.
And for the offense, the training didn't really kick in, did it? Once that ball comes loose, you've got to get on it, make sure that you recover it, or make sure you punch it out of the end zone. Anything but give it to the defense to score a touchdown.
And you can bet they're preaching 2 hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Herbert off of play action. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And it looked like he got the feet down, did he? Yes, it's a catch. A big connection on that one. 36 yards. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Here's Herbert. Escaping the pressure right. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
This defense for the Packers, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And one of the key numbers that I look at after every game, total yards allowed. They held them under 200 yards of total offense, just couldn't sustain much of anything against them. Great job showing them different looks and then attacking.
There's a ball thrown right side and complete. And this is going to result in another first down as the tackle's made at the Packers' 26.
And this has been a nice answer to the touchdown drive against them a few minutes ago because they've come out and reestablished the tempo. A nice throw there, and they're putting together a very strong drive as a response.
And he'll work this forward for about 3 at second down. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. Herbert now. That is caught right at the 10-yard line. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8.
Boy, how about the speed with which this offense can get down the field? It's taken them no time at all to get down here. And now they're set up for the 1st and goal.
They'll run with Sanders. And they'll get this from the 8 to the 5. Pickup of 3. Defensively, they must have been expecting a pass. They were in the dime look out there.
I think maybe they were deciding to go with speed on the field rather than bulk. I'm with you, a little bit surprising, but they wanted people getting to the ball as fast as possible. The lighter, shiftier defensive backs allow you that opportunity.
And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2.
Well, he did get a taste the previous week. He got into the end zone, trying his best to get there in this game. So far, he's been denied.
Sanders looking for a lane, but none to be found for Sanders as they stop him short of the line to gain. What a stand so far defensively, and now that's going to bring up a 4th and goal. They snap it to Herbert. And this is caught. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Miles Sanders with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our score here in this opening quarter of play. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. This taken in at the goal line. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Last time they were out here, they had the benefit of good field position, led to a touchdown. This time, they're going to have to work for it.
They are, but with that last drive that culminated in a touchdown, I think they carry that confidence into this one. Doesn't matter where you start with the football now, they have to feel great about their opportunity.
Well, CD, a lot of times like to separate speed and quickness, and they've got a back that's both. We know that he's fast in the open field, but, man, his first step is so quick, too.
It is something, isn't it? Because you think of that type of speed getting to the perimeter and turning upfield, but also when you run those inside runs, he can get into the secondary so fast the linebackers don't have a chance to react.
Tyrann Mathieu there to make the tackle.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Meanwhile, Rodgers' throw complete here on target to Tunyon. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
That was a route run not just with dexterity, but with intelligence. Found the hole in the zone, made sure the quarterback saw him, and was able to make the sure catch and flip the down marker back to 1.
Dodges him at the 50. And across the midfield stripe into Eagle territory. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Second down, another shot for Jones.
And he'll get this down only to about the 46. It'll be a pickup of a couple, and it leaves them with a 3rd and 3.
When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot. He had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
And a dangerous throw there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
O'Donnell, he's on to punt as he gets this one away. And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And we have seen a lot on the scoreboard here in this quarter. So sometimes you talk to me about tendency breakers on offense. These defenses struggling. Are there tendency breakers on defense?
All defensive coordinators keep something in their hip pocket for these types of situations. What can we do to slow down the onslaught? But the biggest thing is make sure these guys encourage each other, pick themselves up, because right now it's been a really tough ball game trying to stop these offenses.
Oh, it really has, especially as of late. From the 24, Herbert.
Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted.
Picked off by Jair Alexander. And he'll bring this one back to the 29. Unfortunately for him, if last week was any indication, we knew a pick was coming at some point. Last week it was interception after interception, and here we go again.
We actually quit counting last week at a certain point because I thought I was going to run out of fingers, all right, because I'm not all that skilled as a mathematician. But you're right. It felt like a matter of time, and you got to think the guys on defense, they couldn't wait for this opportunity after what they saw on tape.
After the pickup of 5, here's 2nd and 5.
Now it's Rodgers. Gets this to his running back, Aaron Jones. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Now a first down carry by Jones. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down.
That was a good run, and it got to the 2nd level. And what I mean by that is that's where the linebackers usually play. First level being the defensive front, last level being the secondary. But the strong safety position ended up making the tackle, and oftentimes we call them a hybrid. Combination defensive back, combination linebacker. We saw the linebacker make the stop.
On 2nd and 2, Rodgers, and he's got it. It's caught for a Packers touchdown. Aaron Jones, his 14th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers have moved out in front. Extra point up and good by Crosby. And the lead is now 21-14.
After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. Taken at the goal line. And he will be brought down here inside the 20. Good coverage as he's dropped at the 17.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. One play has them up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Out of the gun, Herbert. Oh, going for Jefferson downfield. And this is caught right along the sideline. What a job of keeping the toes in bounds there. A big play there for Philly.
Already over 1,000 yards receiving this season. That catch is just going to add to his total. Certainly not resting on his laurels. He's trying to continue to gain as many yards as possible and continue this big season.
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Herbert operating from the red zone. Flush to his right. And he's got it. And all the way down inside the 5 to the 4.
That's a big league job there of getting out of the pocket, not panicking, and just buying himself some time. Then he made a good, accurate throw to set up 1st and goal.
So 3 plays already 1st and goal, and they are wasting little time. They'll run with Sanders. And he goes backwards on this one. Losing yardage to the 7. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. Herbert. And that's going to be caught for an Eagles touchdown. Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good on the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And, Charles, the way touchdowns have come so fast and furious for both sides in this thing, it's starting to feel a little bit more like maybe a tennis match in a football game.
Yeah, I like your description there. Maybe we're sitting in a nice royal box watching this type of a game. But let's face it, right now, the way it's going back and forth, it's going to come down to who can get a stop.
Call it a gain of 4 on 1st, and that'll make it 2nd down.
End result of that one, a nice 4-yard gain, so you can use that to set up your play-action game. Or you can come right back and continue to run the football because as an offensive play caller, you're on schedule and feeling pretty good about your next couple of calls.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. 54 yards rushing for him here as he starts to close in now on 1,200 yards for the season. 2nd quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
And he's brought down.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the 1st down.
They'll run on 1st down. Jones. And some good tackling there as he stopped up at about the 41. On the tackle, Tyrann Mathieu.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. Nothing on the screen that time. Now it's 3rd down. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. To throw, it's Rodgers. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with just over a minute to go before halftime. On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. And this ball is going to be down now right at the 10-yard line. Good spot.
Absolutely love the flexibility of these punters. Their leg drive, able to get it way up in the air, and that allows their punt team to get down there and down it inside the 10 because they've had some time.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And they've got just over 50 seconds to go till halftime, so they can try to put something together if they want. Herbert on first down now. Herbert has it knocked free. Dangerous spot for them to cough it up. Lucky to have recovered because had the defense gotten it, they were already within a shadow of the goalpost.
Yeah, and then you're yelling at your own defense. Sudden change, sudden change. That's not what you want to hear on your sideline. That means you got to run out there and try and stop an offense who has the ball in a very advantageous position.
He's going to drop this down to Sanders.
And he'll get it up to the 12-yard line here. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 40 seconds remaining in this first half. Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
He certainly had a good game throwing the ball so far, but I think he was trying to take that from good to great with that throw, trying to get one downfield.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. So a change of possession here on the punt. And it'll be Packer football here. First down and 10. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with great starting field position and one timeout in their pocket, they could still come away with points here in the late going. Open man, here is Cobb. Now the Packers going to burn their 3rd and final timeout, as the clock will stop with 20 seconds to go in the first half. Line of scrimmage moves from 137-yard line to the other as they come up 1st and 10. Here's Rodgers. That's into the hands of Gafford, complete. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. A final shot before half for Rodgers. And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked up by Anthony Harris. And he will be out of bounds with no time remaining on what will be the final action of this first half. So we've reached halftime in a wild first half. We'll take a minute to catch our breath as we'll get you down the coast to Orlando for Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach.
With both of these offenses having their way, it's not likely they'll need to be doing a whole lot at halftime. But the defenses are definitely in need of some adjusting. And for the call of the second half, let's go back out to Brandon and Charles.
Yeah, Coach, certainly no shortage of action in those first 2 quarters. Definitely got to work on my touchdown calls, so we'll see how much voice I have left for the second half here. ready to get the party started for the second half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. It's a tie football game here. What do you think, Charles, the message was at halftime?
Well, I think that they probably just looked at things and said, report.
Well, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half.
And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. Aaron Jones, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Packers use the short field to get in for 6. Crosby connects on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown on is Pat O'Donnell to send this one away. This fielded right at the goal line. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what happened on the last one. Throw it on the first play. Give the quarterback some confidence.
See what happens. Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And this is caught by Watkins. And he's upended at the 33 following a good pickup of 8. Here's a 2nd and 2 now from the 33. A shotgun snap for Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Packers will have solid field position here as they take over at their 45-yard line. So now a fresh set of downs, 1st and 10 after roughing the passer.
Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike is 59. Oh, you got D? Mike's 59. Mike's 59. Come on, baby.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And they'll get him down as he's inside the 40.
That looked like a pretty good route combination there because you've got to find a way to clear the guy running the drag, because when you do, you just put the ball on him and then let him run.
Yeah, he's got some space. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. The Sanders has got it complete. 3 yards the gain there, 2nd down.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
From the 36, Herbert. And once again, this is Sanders. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped.
Another catch for him there on this drive, Brandon, and it looks like they're going to utilize him out of the backfield any way they can. And that time they pick up a 1st down. So now on defense, do you assign a man to him and try and cover him before he gets going?
On 1st and 10, it's Sanders. And he's not even able to get back to the line of scrimmage. Now there's also a flag down, and it's in the area of holding. They're backed up here with a 1st and 20 now after the holding penalty. Here's Herbert. Flushed out right. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Eagles! Justin Jefferson with his 3rd touchdown and 18th on the year. And the Eagles are within an extra point of tying this thing up. Elliott good with a PAT. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And their lead has evaporated in this 3rd quarter. It's tied once more as they begin with a 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground with Jones. And he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
I like the strategy. Extra tight ends, extra beef. They want to run the football, but that means they probably want to run it inside. If you get strung out on the perimeter, you're in peril.
Yeah, we saw the result, negative yardage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11. Now Rodgers. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down. From the gun, it's Rodgers. That is caught. It's the tight end, Tunyon. And some space here. And he finally is out of bounds, but he's down inside the 20-yard line. It's a big play there for Green Bay. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a 1st down in the red zone. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. Looking to find a lane, but he can't. Reined in at the line of scrimmage. 3rd quarter, all tied up. This is 2nd and 10. Now Rodgers. And Rodgers intercepted a 3rd time. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Eagles force the turnover, and they'll take over at the 10. Well, they were in a great position to take the lead, Charles. Obviously, all they needed was a field goal to do that. They wanted the touchdown. Unfortunately, they're going to get neither.
And you know every offense talks about the same thing each week, don't they, Brandon? They want to end every drive with a kick, whether it's a field goal attempt, a point after the touchdown, or at worst, a punt. This time they had that opportunity but didn't get it because you know the field shrinks that close to the end zone, and that allows a defense to tighten up their coverage, and they pick that one off.
Here's a run on 1st down that won't even get back to the line of scrimmage. He will lose a yard. 2nd and 11.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running game.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he's going to be intercepted for the 3rd time thus far. Picked off by Darnell Savage. That he's going to get this on down to the 13-yard line. And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
They'll try and get the running game going with Jones. Oh, he shifts past him. And strong running there as he's inside the 10 and down to the 8-yard line. 5 yards is the tally on first down. That brings up 2nd and 5. Here's Jones again on 2nd down. And he'll be stopped just outside the 5 at the 6. 2 yards the gain there, and now they're left with a 3rd and about 4 for a first.
Now that's a mountain of a man that just made that stop, isn't it? But he's more than that. This guy's nimble and quick. More than a space eater. He just made a great play there.
Well, they were handed great starting field position on this drive, but now they face a 3rd and 4. Rodgers now to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Davion Taylor with a big-time sack on 3rd down. It's a loss of 7. They're going to line up to go for this on 4th down. Rodgers stays on the field. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Bryce Callahan. And the Eagles are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. They start on the ground here at Sanders. And some room to work. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it? Hasn't had the game he expected, but that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that first half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves, just hang in there. I'm just one big carry away from busting this open. That's a good start for him.
Here's Sanders. And he's going to be stacked up right at the line of scrimmage. Nothing there for him. 2nd down. And they're not going to get to the line to run another play. So we will switch ends as the 3rd quarter has come to a close. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. He's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. On first down, Justin Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this is going to fall to the ground incomplete. That very nearly their 4th pick of the game. Instead, 2nd down. Here's 2nd and 10.
Check 26, check 26. Bus formation,
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's complete to Sanders. And he's got some space here. And he'll head out of bounds inside the 10. Mark him down at the 9.
And partner, in a tie game in the fourth quarter, you and I both know in the NFL, that's when you lean on your stars. And he came through with a nice catch right there.
A field goal could get them the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Running right, here's Sanders. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. Miles Sanders with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Eagles have moved out in front. So it was the passing game that got him down here, but closer to the goal line, it's the running game that gets him home.
Certainly appears that they lulled the defense into thinking that the passing game was going to be it the entire drive. Nice change up there going to the running game to get them over the goal line.
Elliott good on the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fielded just outside the goal line. Now a hit and a loose football. And it's picked up by the Eagles. And this drive will start on the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line.
As that ball got away from...
And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
They'll start the drive with a carry by Jones. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
Well, they did throw interceptions on their last 2 drives, so no surprise at all they decided to start it with a running play. I'm actually a little bit surprised, though, that they got as much out of it as they did.
Yeah, decent little gain. Puts them in a pretty good spot for 2nd down. 2nd down, another shot for Jones. 89 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. He'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
The Packers on 3rd down. They've converted just 2 for 6 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. They'll try and run for it with Jones. And this will be a Packers 1st down as he's got this up to the 45-yard line.
Well, sometimes, Brandon, there's just not a secret to how things get done. He's been running well all game long, and they continue to rely on him in this key situation.
They told us they were going to rely on him. They have. He comes through there, a big 3rd down conversion. 1st down and much more here for Jones. And down right around the 37.
Another carry for their leader and a good one. It's crunch time. They'll need him to continue to be productive in both the run and passing game in order for them to try and snatch a victory.
The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. The give is to Jones. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
Saw it through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. On 2nd down, it's Jones. And he'll get this one down to about the 27. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 3rd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
And he will have the first down across the 20 to the 19-yard line. So here's a 1st and 10 now down inside the 20. Out of the shotgun, it's Jones. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. Now it's Rodgers. Touchdown, Packers! Christian Jackson, his first touchdown on the year. And the Packers are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. Don't forget the extra point. It's up and good. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. It'll be Sanders to begin the drive. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Calling no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. Now it's Herbert. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39.
First and 10 at the 39-yard line.
Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. So it's Eagle football here as we get you reset. They've got it 1st and 10 as they search for a go-ahead score. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off near the 32. And into the end zone. It's a pick 6 and a Packer touchdown. So this defense doubling its pleasure there. Remember, they had the fumble return for a score earlier in the game, and now this time an interception return for another score. They do tack on the extra point as well, and they will take a 7-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This taken in at the goal line. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. And fresh off the pick 6, they've got to forget about that quickly.
In this case now, the guy throwing the ball, he's got to be like what we talk about with defensive backs who get beat for a long touchdown. Short-term memory, right back out there doing the things that he does best, and knowing that taking care of the ball is paramount. Here's his opportunity.
All comes back to those defensive backs for the former DB, right?
I don't know where that comes from. It just kind of emerges out of me for some reason.
It's deep in there, right? Yeah. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to get this inside the 30. Well, there you go. Save your best scramble of the day for a big-time situation in the 4th quarter, picking up the 1st.
You don't want to use it up early, right? You want to make sure you save it for that exact moment, that key time. And that's what he did, although you and I both know it wasn't planned that way. But what a nice job using his eyes, scanning the field, and realizing when it was time to exit the pocket and go.
The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 27 seconds showing on the clock. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10.
Here we go.
Herbert going to throw.
Escaping the pressure right. And he's got his big tight end here. Oh, no, he lost the football. And the Packers pick it up. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And they were hoping to get down there, get the score, and get the